The election is coming closer. You are seeing what's happening in the Middle East. There's always those growing tensions between East and West. And let me explain to you, it's going to get more difficult before it gets better. I'm going to explain all of that here in today's video. You came here for the truth, so let me unveil that for you. I will show you some examples of things that are happening today, the stuff they don't want to show you, and then the stuff that they do. And then from that, we're not just going to look at a bunch of information and say, wow, okay, crazy, next. No, we're actually going to talk about what you should be doing, what I am doing, and the things that people generally don't do. Let's go. First things first, you're seeing the stock market each and every day. Okay, all-time high, big deal. This has been going on for quite a while. The markets are looking at artificial intelligence. They're looking at a handful of names and they're saying, I'm going to put my money here. There was a period of time where we had a reluctance to invest. Even now today, a lot of investors are saying, yeah, this thing has really come up a lot and I don't want to put my money in anymore, but they still do. They're reluctant about it, but they still do because they are riding this AI wave. If you look at staple businesses, a lot of them have really not done well, even though their business might be performing well. The stock, not the case. So we're seeing something that's going on inside the stock market. Now, we take that little data point, stock market doing well. That would mean the economy is probably doing well, right? Well, not the case. Okay, you're seeing gold. Let's take this little piece of information. It's at a record high. Usually when gold moves up, there's a few things that could be happening. You could look at the articles. They'll point to one thing. They'll point to the other thing. Does it have to do with supply and demand? No, that's not what happens with gold. It's always based on, okay, there's some fear going on. What's happening in the Middle East? Maybe the fear is about the election. Maybe it's because of a devalued currency. No, let's not look over there. Sweep that back under the rug. Okay, so you're seeing gold, of course, performing very well. Let's look at a couple real points right now. Number one, 7-Eleven closing more than 400 locations. A lot of stores, in fact, are closing locations. You're seeing this all over the place. If the store is not performing well, consider it gone. That's what's happening here. Employees, if you are part of the bottom 10% of the organization, you're getting the axe. That's happening broadly. We're seeing that in all different industries right now. Well, then we get the information that they tell us. I mean, it should be insulting, but of course they keep putting it out and that gets repeated. The case for a U.S. economic no landing is stronger than ever. We were told that there would be a soft landing. And then for a while there, it was, oh my goodness, how is the Federal Reserve going to cut interest rates fast enough because this thing is falling apart? And now it's a no landing scenario. It doesn't matter what you experience. Okay, they're just going to continue to push out this information. You know that. Okay, I don't need to tell you. Groceries are more affordable now than in 2019. So why are people still so mad about prices? Yeah, why are you mad? Why are you mad? Right? That's what they say to you. I mean, they really believe that you are that stupid to think that the prices keep going down. You look at this all throughout. Health insurance, all these different things, like continuous auto insurance, house insurance, everything. Those have gone up, not just a little bit, but way beyond what they've suggested to you, even when you look at their breakdown of what their inflation metrics say. So even take that stuff and you look at it, you're saying this just doesn't make sense. But of course, they do that because it's all part of propaganda. Look, if you want to get in on the Finance Friday, I'll talk about it at the end. I want to make sure that you see that link in the description. Free. We'll talk about it later. Boston residents face 28% tax hike as office values slump. We're seeing this all over the place. Of course, taxes go up. That's right. Doesn't matter about the value of those homes. They're going to make sure that they charge you more and more. And then we have McDonald's CEO says the company is preparing for a challenging 2025. Wait a minute. There was a no landing scenario. Your groceries are going down. And yet McDonald's, traditionally seen as a place for people that are looking for a quick cheap meal, they're going to have a challenging time? McDonald's expects that their wallets of their lower income customers will remain stretched into next year. This is the CEO saying, and they don't say this kind of thing just for fun. They say it if they have to because they're sort of making those expectations for the following quarter and beyond. That's what we're being told right here and right now. This is where we get into the next part of this video. Things are changing in the West. We need to get used to the new way of things. It's not what it was. The 10 fastest developing cities on Earth, fastest growing major cities by 2023, according to this particular index. Wait a minute. None of them are in the US. None of them are in Canada. None of them are even in Latin America. Where is it coming from? Many of them are in China. You're seeing it in India, Saudi Arabia, Vietnam, Philippines, and Vietnam comes up on there twice. Look at this. All of these places, that doesn't mean that you should be living there. You got to move tomorrow. That's not what I'm saying. But what can we learn about these different places? The economies are growing fast. Development is really taking place. Look at the tier 2 cities of China. They are more industrialized. The infrastructure is way better than what you have in the major cities of the West. Tier 2 cities. Forget about the tier 1s. Tier 2 cities. That shows us that things have changed. Then you look at these other places which they have their own issues. I'm not saying they don't. But look at what's going on. This is a shift from west to east. In the case of Saudi Arabia, you look at United Arab Emirates, these countries have partnered with China and with the East. Why? Because they're saying, we see the writing on the wall. You've seen me talk about this before, but I'm looking into this on a daily basis, and you see the changing times. You must get prepared as a result of it. Look, I just want to be clear. It's not like, everything is so fantastic. This is China's tax revenue to GDP declining year after year after year. They have their own problems. Their real estate is, just tanked. You know that they have issues. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm discussing here is a simple matter of fact that we need to watch out where we put our money, where we invest our time, our energy. Just look, all of these people, this Tesla is just saying that the shares dropped 9% after the Cybercab robotaxi reveal underwhelmed investors. Everybody was talking up this stock back in 2019. They were talking about it more recently because it's a AI company now. And what happened? Well, you see it for yourself, right? This is the kind of thing that, in my opinion, it takes people to look into it in depth to really understand. You can't just follow some trend. You can't just stick with what was there before and just think, well, I'm going to ride that wave when you're way behind. You've got to understand this. Please understand this in depth as best you can, okay? Because what we are seeing right now today is different than what we saw before. Okay, so let's talk about that really quickly. A few things. What you need to do is you need to find a way to up your skills. Do the skills that you have today. Are they something that can outpace inflation? Remember, yeah, you could have a job, but can it outpace inflation? They are going to have to print more money to make up for this deficit. Are you going to be able to outpace inflation? Most people think, yeah, I'll be fine. But times will get tougher. If McDonald's is going to have trouble, that's spreading through the economy. Forget about the stats. Forget about all that. You're not going to hear it from them telling you the truth. So you got to be able to have those skills. High income skills. These are the things that people will pay you a lot of money. Or you could sell products and do that over and over and over again. I use Amazon. We've got Walmart, TikTok Shop, Shopify, all these different platforms that are out there that are available to some people. That's what I did, okay? Because I wanted to be able to outpace inflation. I set up multiple online businesses selling to customers all around the world. And I'm doing this so that I can have diversification, geographical diversification, currency diversification. Most people can't get this. Most people don't have it. If they think that they are diversified because they own both Tesla stock and Amazon stock, you got 7 shares of each, this is not diversification. I break this down in my Finance Friday class, and then I teach people how to build an online business in the Sunday class. If you want to get in on the Finance Friday class for free, you want to try it one time for free. We just had our winner in the previous week, and because of one of the people sponsoring this, that you are able to actually get in. You do the giveaway. At the link at the top of this description, there's a giveaway. You can get in. You have to be available this Friday. As you're watching this right now, this Friday coming up at 9 p.m. If you're not available at that particular time, you could still win and then watch the replay later. But if you could be there live, that would be great. It's a Zoom class. More information is available at that link in the description, or you can go to themoneygps.com/live where I talk about the business and all that stuff. You could look that up, but understand, don't just let this pass you by. You need to be more aware of what's happening. Please take the actions today. I've been talking about nuclear. I've been talking about uranium. I've been talking about pinpointing the exact bottom of the stock market back in 2022. I have my eye on the ball and I never let it go. You got to understand this. I'm trying my best. I'm bringing this to you. I had to put the Money GPS on the back burner, right? Because quite frankly, despite how accurate I had been, look, let's be honest. So right now, I'm just taking care of myself and I'm trying to help people through these classes, and you can get in free. Okay, so just do the giveaway. Not that many people actually do the giveaways. So it's a very, very high probability chance you can get in. I want to see you there. Link in the description, and I'll see you next time. Take care.